Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So today, as you can see, I'm again going to start this analysis by looking at the price action of Bitcoin here in a 4-hour time frame using this curve scenario, because yesterday when we did this video, the price was hovering around the support line area, but many were like, hey Anup, now since the price has already broken to the downside, this curve scenario has already failed. But guys, you missed the whole point, because I was not just only showing you that the price here is going to see a reversal here in upward direction, but I also show you what is going to happen if the support here is not going to hold the price anymore, and what price target here to the downside we will be focusing. Please guys, watch the video properly, because you are missing a lot of stuff if you just skip the video. So let's focus here right now again, because if you would look at this in a 4-hour time frame, you can see when the price of Bitcoin was unable to find support at the lower line area of this curve, because we were aware every time in the past Bitcoin price action, this lower line did actually act as a strong support line, and price also saw a very nice impulsive move. But yesterday, when this support line failed to hold the price anymore, you can see we had this price pullback. And again, what happened with this price movement? You can see the price tried one more time to re-enter this curve scenario. The lower curve line, which previously acted as a strong support, acted as a very strong resistance, you can see, and didn't let the price to break in upward direction. And now we are witnessing this price pullback type of scenario. And I also made that very clear. If this trend here is going to fail to find support at this lower curve area, then our next possible target is going to be this green line here, which is the monthly candle close from 31st of January, because this 31st of January candle closed somewhere around 33,000 area. So that's why we said, hey, this green line here to the downside 33,000 is going to be our downward price target if the price of Bitcoin is going to fail to find support at this lower curve line. So you can see this pullback ended exactly at this 33,200 price area, and we got a very strong bounce here to the upside, right? Because we were aware around this 33,000, this is the monthly candle close of 31st of January. So that's why we did found some really strong support. You can see this weak rejection here to the downside, but again the seller stepped in, and now the price here is seeing a pullback, which is also breaking below the 31st of January monthly candle close. So according to this scenario right now, the next possible target is going to be the lower line here, which is the 31st of December. So this 31st of December candle close somewhere between this 29,000 to 30,000. So that's why we might be approaching one very important line of support, which is going to decide whether this trend here is going to see any sort of a relief rally, or now the trend here is completely going to see a pullback, guys. Because you know, I showed you guys with this simple scenario here, parallel channel, and according to this parallel channel, we were aware the lower line here is going to be a strong support line. So that's why when the price of Bitcoin broke this curve line here to the downside, we saw this pullback, right? And this pullback ended exactly at this lower line area of this parallel channel. But now, since the price here is breaking below this lower line, this is a very dangerous scenario, because if the price here in a daily time frame is not able to find support above this 33,000, then the trend here is going to be weakening, and we could be possibly heading towards the next target, that is going to be $30,000 area. Because yesterday, not just only this monthly candle close, monthly candle open, but also I showed you this distribution phrase from Wyckoff playing out if the price here is going to break below this 30,000 area. Because according to this price structure here, and if you look at this Wyckoff distribution phase, right, schematic 2, you can see the SOW, the sign of weakness, is where we are right now, because we have already left the support line. This is going to confirm the price here is going to see this phase a downward rally if the price here is going to break below this 30,000 support line for Bitcoin. So this 30,000 is one of the most important support line for Bitcoin. So if we would also break below this 30,000, right, then this is a clear phase E area for Bitcoin. And what does this phase E actually tells according to this Wyckoff? Because you can see here, according to this phase E depicts the unfolding of the downtrend. The stock leaves the trading range and supply is in control. Once trading range support is broken on a major sign of weakness, this downtrend is often tested with a rally that fails at or near support line. So if you look in our case, right, you can see we did try to re-enter the support line area, but we fail, and now we are witnessing this weakness and price pullback type of scenario. So that's why, according to this one here, this also represents a high probability opportunity to sell short. Subsequent rallies during the markdown are usually feeble, so traders who have taken short position can trail the stop as price declines. After a significant down move, climatic action may signal the beginning of a redistribution trading range or of accumulation. So now you can see, if the 30,000 support is going to be broken, guys, then this is going to actually indicate the price here is officially entering the phase E area from Wyckoff distribution. So let's see how the price of Bitcoin is going to hold between the 30,000 to 33,000 area. But if the 30,000 support here is also going to get broken, then we can see this whole scenario in a weekly time frame. Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve along with this Fibonacci retracement level, which has always pointed out that every time when we have seen this impulsive move and corrective move when the trend was heading in upper direction, this corrective move always ended at this 1.618 fib level, and then we started a new move to the upside, and this new move only ended the bull market after reaching the top of this channel. So that's why, since the price of Bitcoin has not reached the top of the channel yet, and it is also showing a pretty similar scenario, I mean an impulsive move, right, a corrective move ending exactly at this 1.618, just like here, and also just like here, right? So still the price of Bitcoin has not reached the top of the channel. We might see another impulsive move that could bring us around the top of the channel, but failing to find support at this 30,000, at this 1.618 could actually indicate some bearish scenario playing out for Bitcoin. And this is also why this distribution schematic is going to make a lot of sense if the 30,000 support here to the downside is going to get broken. And also, guys, right now, if we look at this price action here using the CPI indicator, and this CPI indicator was already flashing us that, hey, now since the price of Bitcoin has already got a rejection and it's making lower highs, lower low continuation pattern, because I showed you with this descending channel, right? Every time when the price approached the upper line area of this descending channel, we found a pullback scenario, lower line acted as a support. Again, when we had this support, right, we can see the price tried to re-enter this upper line area and break out of it. We failed, and now we are seeing again another pullback type of scenario. So according to this also, if this is going to continue, right, our lower price target is this red line, which is sitting around 24,600 to 24,700 area. So now you can see, if this support here around 30,000 is going to get broken, and also from this distribution phase from Wyckoff, the next target is going to be around 24,600 to 24,700 area. So these are some of the lower price target for Bitcoin. But in a short term, what we should also take into consideration here in a 4-hour time frame is this one price structure. Because if you look at this price structure of Bitcoin, right, using this trend line here to the downside, the lower line area, and also adding another trend line here to the upside, because this here is showing us that maybe the price of Bitcoin is forming this very nice descending broadening wedge type of scenario. Because according to this descending broadening wedge, we can see the lower line here did acted as a strong support, right, and the upper line acted as a strong resistance line and didn't let the price to break out of it. So what is this actually pointing us right now? Because if we monitor this price movement inside the descending broadening wedge in a 4-hour time frame, you can see, guys, this price movement here, look at this, is very, very similar scenario or common price movement playing out here. Support, the same support line, right, once it got broken, acted as a resistance. Again, a new support. Once it got broken, the same previous support line acted as a resistance, didn't let the price to break in upper direction. We saw another pullback. Again, guys, support, right? The line which previously acted as a support acted as a resistance, didn't let the price to break in upper direction. And now we are seeing this pullback. So what I'm actually trying to pinpoint here is, if this is going to continue in this manner, and if the price of Bitcoin wants to show us any changes here to the upside, then we have to stay above this 33,500, 33,600 price area. Because if that's going to happen, you can see support line, right, has already acted as a resistance. So if the price of Bitcoin is not going to break out of this resistance line here to the upside between 33,500, 33,600, then we have to be careful, because this could also actually indicate another pull back here to the downside. So these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.